happened next to these passengers was something none of us even want to imagine. Deseo doesn't know if the brakes failed or if the bus skidded. The newspapers at the time suggested that the driver fell asleep.
One minute everything's normal, literally the next moment it's in the water. There were people crying, wailing, much despair. Then the water started to come in.
Deseo escaped through a broken window. 39 people didn't. They remained trapped in the bus and perished. It was several hours before rescuers could winch the bus out of the water. The sight that greeted them would haunt them forever. Some people had their faces eaten down to cartilage, and one man was stripped completely to the bone. Only his boots remained. Autopsy examination proved that the wounds were the work of piranhas. Dora was a nursing student at the time of the accident and was one of the first to witness the aftermath of the tragedy.
Tinha também o Ivan. O Ivan era uma pessoa que...
That's pretty tragic. Dora says, she did know some of the people on the bus. A lad called Ivan, who she liked very much. This was her childhood sweetheart, and as a result of this, she said she actually, left the area because of the memories of the place.
It's impossible to know for sure whether the injuries were inflicted while the victims were still alive.
Dora's account shook me to the core, but I hadn't heard of any scientific opinion suggesting that piranhas would actually kill healthy adult people.
So I conduct my own test to see just how bloodthirsty and bold piranhas really are.
Welcome to my piranha pool.
Here at a local hotel, just like my favourite Bond villain, I've filled a small swimming pool with over 100 red-bellied piranhas, and they haven't eaten for days. It's the perfect opportunity to test just how voracious these creatures are.
There we go, it's the first nibble. And they're there, they're all piling in. Once the first one started, they're all over it now.
It's no wonder they are known for stripping their food to the bone in just minutes.
There we go, meat definitely works. I just want to know how they might react to something that's alive.
These insatiable carnivores are living up to their bad boy reputation so far, but what will they make of the main course? Me. Which river monster scares me the most? The answer, right after this. The river monster that scares me the most has to be the Goliath tigerfish. Built like a giant piranha with the weaponry to do real damage, it's the one fish most Congolese fishermen pray they'll never catch. In this special episode of River Monsters, I'm revisiting the encounters that have been hardest to forget. The creatures that have haunted my nightmares.
We came up with the idea of the piranha pool experiment to demonstrate that their man-eating reputation is unjust. But that didn't stop my heart from racing as I stepped in.
These piranhas were tearing into a piece of dead meat just a couple of minutes ago, but they're just not interested in me.
We'll never know what really happened to the passengers on the bus. I'm convinced that under normal circumstances, piranhas are not the mindless killers that many people believe them to be. But if there's blood in the water and you're struggling, you could end up being eaten alive.